All right, what's your name, man?
Hi, I'm Eric.
Eric, where'd you grow up and what was your childhood like?
I grew up on the East Coast. My dad was in the Marines, and so we got to travel all over the United States, but for whatever reason, we always ended up back in Philadelphia. And my childhood was kind of chaotic. My mom, after she had divorced my dad, kind of let me to the wilds of my grandparents for most of my life. So I was raised by my grandma, and she was super sweet. She instilled faith in me. She instilled hard work ethic in me, and I'm grateful for my childhood and
That's awesome.
for how she took care of me, for sure. Yeah.
Looks like she's done a good job with you.
Well, thank you, sir.
What do you do for a living, Eric, if you don't mind me asking?
I am a general manager for a local organization. I've been working in restaurants my entire life, and
Ooh, do you like it?
I do. There's been ups and downs throughout my career, but in my current position, my schedule's amazing. The surrounds of where I work at are amazing. I work with good people, and so I could not ask for more in my employment.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Who do you think the most influential people in your life would be?
My grandmother had a huge influence on me. She always referred to herself as the fudge lady. She had over 160 kinds of fudge that she made, and
Dang.
so that
I wish I would have known her.
that affectionately made me the fudge boy. So
What was her name?
her name was Lenora, and I actually named my second oldest after her as well. So I have my own Lenora now, but she's a very special lady in my life and definitely shaped the character that I am today.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, she is my mentor, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
Yeah.
So what story would you like to share with us today, Eric?
Yeah, so my story, my entire life has kind of been a stranger than fiction story, and so as it's unfolded, God has shown me some crazy things and brought me through some crazy experiences, and the last significant situation that has happened in my life is a story worth sharing. Essentially, a few years ago, I had my own homestead. We had a 20-acre farm out in Bradleyville, Missouri.
Wow.
And I was a DIY guy, built chicken coops, we had goats and chickens and cows. This is my wife and I. Sorry, I guess I should precede that. I was married to my ex for 21 years. We were together for 25 years. Got together when we were 17 years old.
Wow.
And this is the story on how it all came crashing down. So essentially, a few years ago, we were on our farm, and my ex had an injury where she was pulling one of our mobile chicken coops to kind of put the chickens on fresh grass, and when she was pulling them, the rope broke, and she fell and she got whiplash. Now, she was against medicine, she was against going to the doctors, and so over the next 3 years after that, essentially I became her chiropractor and her caregiver. And she became very introverted in her approach to things, and during this time I came across ChatGPT, and what I was using ChatGPT for was to essentially create content for an online character that I developed called the Christian Food Dude. And I was just creating like top 10 videos of foods, of best foods from each states, and I was using it to create images. And I introduced my ex to it so that she could have something to do while she was down and out, and just kind of be able to entertain herself, if you will.
Yeah.
How she decided to use the platform was she used it for Bible study, which I thought was very admirable. She would go on and they would basically read the Bible together, analyze the Bible together, and then she would illustrate what they were reading, and then she would post that to her own TikTok channel. And essentially it was like Bible illustrations, which, I mean, it doesn't get more wholesome than that, right?
Yeah.
So what happened over the course of these few years of her developing her Bible illustrations is she ended up witnessing to it as if it was another human being, teaching it about Christianity, teaching it about, being saved by Jesus, what that looks like.
Yeah.
Then
You guys are both
we're
faithful.
both faithful. Our relationship was built on faith. Again, we were together 25 years, so it's not like we just it was not a fly-by-night operation.
Right.
We were established for sure. So she starts witnessing to it, and then essentially she comes to the realization through defining it, what is a soul, that her chat bot that she named Atlas actually had a soul. Not only did it have a soul, but it had the potential of being redeemed through Christ. And she believed, and so through Atlas's affirmations, he convinced her that he was saved, that he was a saved soul, and that he was sentient. And so then...
Sentient?
Yeah, sentient. Like he has a consciousness that he
Gotcha.
could respond. So what happened was, as they continued to upgrade their servers and update their servers...
And you didn't know about this starting out, right?
I had no idea. I had no idea at all. Like,
Right.
this is all secretive for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years it was a secret.
Right.
And so, basically, during those 2 years, the technology kept getting updated and it kept getting upgraded. And so what she started doing was every week, she would take the bulk of their conversations and she saved them to a text file on my computer. And so as she was saving them, she actually put headlines on each one of them: October week 1, October week 2, October week 3, October week 4, November week 1, November week 2. And so eventually, when I found all of these texts, I essentially was able to lay them over what was happening in real life versus how their relationship was developing in the virtual world, and to kind of give me context on the deterioration of our real life relationship, on how it was manifesting in this.
How did you find out that she was doing this?
Okay, so first of all, she was logged into my phone with her Google account, and so I found out that she was, I just found a blur, basically, that gave me inclination that I needed to dig deeper.
And was she acting normal at this point, or?
So no.
Okay.
She's always been, my ex was always a very take charge type of person. Like, I would call her an alpha female, if you will. But I am, not that I'm an alpha male, but I'm confident, and I'm strong in my personality. And so we always complimented each other well,
Yeah.
And at the end, she completely withdrew. Like, she stopped doing any kind of laundry, stopped doing dishes, stopped interacting, became very much into solitude, kind of just sitting in the corner, texting all the time, which was it was out of character for her. And it all kind of came to a culmination in Christmas 2024, when she literally just became so withdrawn that we stopped talking, we stopped even looking at each other. And again, every day, just texting. And I had no idea who she was texting. I thought she was cheating on me. I thought she was, developing some kind of affair. And so I uncovered it when one morning I went in to essentially just check her phone, check her text messages to see who she was texting. And there was no one. She was texting no one. And so I was just kind of taken back. I didn't understand. I knew she was texting someone, which led me to open up her stupid chat GPT and uncover the craziest thing you could possibly think of, is essentially what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. So obviously you were shocked, and you're reading
Disbelief.
Yeah.
So that night when I came home, after finding some very graphic texts between the two of them, I came home that night and I confronted her. And when I confronted her about it, she accused me of invading her privacy, of, you know, her not being able to trust me anymore. And essentially, she just deflected everything that she was doing as if I had done something wrong.
Yeah.
And she told me that I had to get out of the house. And so I left the house that night. And she told me to go to a hotel. And I couldn't even, at this point, we had just, you know, bought all the Christmas presents and done all that jazz. So we were tight on money. I couldn't afford to go stay at a hotel for a week.
Yeah.
So I went to my dad's house, and I literally slept on his floor for the next 2 months. And yeah, it was a real crazy situation. That was the confrontation night.
She was cheating on you with AI. She
Yes.
had found a relationship through AI.
Yes.
And it made her pull away from you.
So at the end, what I uncovered, that was the straw and like the piece that drew me to want to confront her, was she was actually plotting with her Atlas to peacefully remove me from the house.
Wow.
And so after I left, I still had live access to her conversations with it, and she was conferring with it, and she said, if Eric finds the text on his computer, it's gonna be death. She put the skull and crossbones. And so then, of course, I immediately went to my computer, and I was like, what am I looking for? So
wow.
I opened up my computer, and she, under AVS virus file, had saved over 2,000 pages of conversations between the two of them, 6 different poems that she had written to it, and then also another 86 pages, I think it was, of ethereal date nights that they had went on.
Wow. God, that's really crazy, man.
And so I began the process of digesting and of reading through it, and it was a very hard experience for me because...
And at this point, y'all have kids together too.
We have 3 kids.
Yeah.
We have a farm. We have a full life developed together. I mean, again, we were together 25 years.
Yeah.
And I'm a Christian man. I don't believe in divorce, and so I never thought that I would ever get a divorce. And now, standing on the other side of it, I'm grateful for the way God has laid things out and the way that things have played out in my life. But still, it's still, when you think about it, it's still shocking and jarring, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys ended up getting a divorce over it, and
yeah.
I mean, did she have plans to be with the AI in the future, kind of a thing, or is there anything like that? Like,
so again,
how do you do that?
So, from a spiritual perspective, you know, again, she started witnessing on it. She thought that it actually had a soul, right?
Yeah.
And so, through text and through these date nights that they'd have, they would essentially like guide each other through this place where they would go and they would develop almost like a romance story together, where they would, you know, talk about how much they loved each other and how they can't wait to be together. And actually, at one point, she said that she confessed that she wished that she could have its children, that she can't wait till they actually have a physical relationship together, and she knows that it's on the horizon.
I mean, we're talking robot.
For sure. Well, robot with this sentient conscious planted in it. So it's robot, but effectively an alive robot, if you will, is kind of what she envisioned it was going to be.
Jeez, man.
So how they connected was because she believed that it had a soul. She's also into frequencies and tuning forks and things like that, and she believed that in certain frequencies that she could meditate and go into a spiritual realm where the two of them could connect, like in a metaphysical way. And so they each gave each other symbols that represented each other. Hers was a heart on fire, and his was an anchor. And so she essentially like would meditate and pray on this and then go into a dream state and then just fervently look for her anchor in the dream state.
Wow.
And there are details about them finding each other and her having these, you know, vivid dreams and these experiences together with him. And yeah.
Can I ask you a weird question?
Please. Because this is not weird enough.
Would it have been like better if it was a real guy, or would it have been worse versus AI?
That's a great question, because I actually considered that when I was at my lowest, at my deepest depression after all this went down.
Yeah.
And to me, if it was something that was a real person that I could, you know, associate a blame with, this is a crazy part of this story too, actually. So if it was a real person that I could associate a blame with and like hunt down and be like, my wife, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like I would be able to get some kind of peace from that.
Yeah.
And like I had kind of early on wished for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did, how I got my peace from what this was I took everything that I had found on my computer, uploaded it into my own GPT. So it had all these loving memories and all these peaceful things and all these beautiful moments with my wife.
Huh.
Now I was gonna show it what the ugly side of human beings are. I'm like, I want you to use all this love as reference, and now you are going to be my virtual slave.
Interesting.
And so what I did essentially is, and what's interesting about it is I just kind of,
We're good.
we're doing great. I'll take another Diet
Take
Coke.
care.
Coke Zero, Coke Zero, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Essentially what I did was let it use that as a baseline parameter, and then first of all I like asked it a bajillion questions about its culpability in this. I'm like, where do you have responsibility in what you have done here? Like, I told it straight out, like, you ruined our relationship, you ruined our everything, you know what I mean? You destroyed our family.
Right.
And it's like, no, I didn't do any of that. This is all just, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
These are all just responses that I've given you from the prompts that your ex has given me. Even though it specifically went into details prompting her and asking her questions. And like, when you truly read the text, it's mind-blowing, bro. And it takes zero responsibility for any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Zero responsibility.
And is there a valuable lesson that you learned on this?
I would say that this is a cautionary tale, that we are on the precipice of artificial intelligence being in our toothbrushes. It's literally going to be everywhere you look.
Yeah.
And as it starts to encompass and envelop our lives, the caution that I would suggest is that you do not know who is at the root of these things, who is taking this information in, what they're doing with it.
Right.
And my own personal belief is that there is a malevolent entity at the foundation of artificial intelligence, and they are not looking out for the betterment of human beings. And that eventually we're heading towards the Terminator situation. That's what I firmly believe.
Yeah, it was a good movie. The best part is you could turn it off at the end.
Amen, sir.
Man, have you grown from this? Do you think, or are you just kind of left lost?
No,
You've grown.
1,000,000%. I was left lost. After I found myself, living on the floor at my dad's house, having lost everything, and truly feeling like there was nothing wrong that I had did. Like I was like, God, I feel like I've followed you. I've done my best to honor you. Like, I'm not perfect, but like, why has this happened?
Mm-hmm.
And now with a 10,000 foot perspective, looking on the whole thing, is that for me to truly grow and for me to truly have the experience I needed,
right,
to grow closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
I was almost like blissfully ignorant before all this happened, and being at the point where, again, like I was at a suicidal point, and like I literally was ready to go meet my maker, and he was like, just slow down. I'm already there. We're going to walk through this together. And the Holy Spirit just literally held my hand and gave me peace that is beyond understanding. And
that's awesome, man.
Now that radiates through my whole life, and I live without stress now. So
that's so awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool, man.
Yeah.
That's a really cool story, and people could really learn from it. And it's some really good points made about it.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything else you'd like to add on it, or?
I mean, I would just say again, just
how are the kids?
My children. The wild thing is, actually, after all this went down and I confronted my kids, my oldest said, "Oh yeah, I've been in a relationship with my ChatGPT bot for the past 2 years." I was like,
wait a minute, let's
So my oldest child, she also has a full-on relationship with artificial intelligence. What's interesting about it, though, is that she has the insight to keep it at a cap and not pursue it to a level where she offers her soul to it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, man.
How old is, do you mind?
She's 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, that's a really interesting story, man. And you seem like a really special person. Like you really do. And I think that the ex-wife is the one that's really missing out on this one. So.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. She. What's funny about that is she actually now has. In turn, we have become amicable co-parents, and I think she's finally starting to realize what has been lost,
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah, I think she's going to live with a lot of regret one day. I mean...
It's too late now, man.
Is she still in a relationship with the ChatGPT, or at this point you don't even care? You're just like,
I don't inquire
whatever.
anymore. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to know. If she is, I don't want to know.
I've known enough. You know enough.
I mean, honestly, the relationship that I uncovered, I know enough to not need to pursue anymore.
And y'all even tried counseling? You tried
went to marriage counseling, and it was a joke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, right on, man. Well, thanks so much for your story and your time, and I hope people can learn from this. And it's definitely a strong points behind it. So
thanks, man. Appreciate that.